My name is Sinclaire Ogof. Before I begin, I would like to thank the Seed Scholarship Committee for choosing me as this year's recipient of the Jake Burkhardt Memorial Scholarship. I feel even more honored to be able to have the privilege to honor his memory and to continue the same passion he had for the environment as a fellow Western Wayne graduate. Ever since I was little, I wanted to save the world. Corny, right? But truthfully, I looked up to those superheroes who wore those big red capes saving the universe. They flew around and protected the commonwealth of our nation. The older I got, the more I realized nobody wore a red cape and flew around saving society from its perils. It didn't mean, though, that nobody cared for our prosperity. There were still people out there doing their part in ways so small that it went unnoticed, or so big that the whole world followed their actions. Every day that I hear more and more about the good deeds that people perform, the more I endeavor to be like them. As a young child, I read a lot. I would read historical books, science articles, and sometimes when I got bored, even the dictionary. I filled myself with the knowledge of the world around me. With information I retained throughout the years, I began seeing my knowledge evolve around me. I analyzed the news every day and saw how history tended to repeat itself due to our silly actions. Whether it was recurring mass shootings or species extinction, it happened before, and it will happen again if nothing is done to prevent it. I also saw how humans were still blind to major issues happening in our world, like climate change. This heated debate seemed to drag me into a more and more personal, proactive stage. I notice what needs to be done, and I know that now is my chance to put on the red cape and save the world. To save the world, you need to know what is going on in the world. The news is my vital source of information since it's constantly updating and is both visual and tangible. Not only do I see how global warming is affecting our environment, I also take advice from it to find what my part is in helping tackling this increasing fear. At home, I recycle everything that can be and make sure not to contaminate recycles with items that are not. I recently started my own mulch pile after watching a video on how it takes years for food waste to decompose in a landfill, and by mulching, you're giving back to the earth what you took from it. Even by taking shorter showers and turning off the water when you brush your teeth helps combat excess water usage that is completely unnecessary. These small steps can add up once everyone comes together to combat this rising matter. It's something that I take pride in doing, knowing that I'm at least trying to save the world without pulling people from Godzilla's grasp while flying around with a big red cape. Sustainability affects every job and every aspect of life. To ignore it and make believe it doesn't exist is like saying the sky is purple. As someone going into a government-related field, I know how vital it is to incorporate sustainable practices in everything I do. Whether it is proposing and writing sustainable legislation or passing laws and regulations limiting and controlling what businesses and corporations output into the environment, sustainability will be my drive and motivation behind fixing and saving the world. The environment is a part of us. We do not simply live in the environment, we are one with it. By ruining it, we ruin us. If we come together in all walks of life and stand against the forces that are ruining our home, we can be a mighty, indestructible force that can save planet Earth. Not only will I be wearing the red cape, but all of us, if we take measures to make sure sustainability is part of everything we can do. Not only does sustainability affect our jobs, but it also affects our health. Poor air quality, water quality, or food shortages due to climate change affect how a person lives their day-to-day life. By working in legislation, I will work to improve the lives of my fellow people and the environment they live in. Having poor health leads to poor functioning society and eventually declining economy and population. Both both work hand in hand and try supporting each other to succeed. We need to work to make sure the health of the human population doesn't decline before it's too late and affect humans and the environment. The sad reality is that it will take years for us to reverse the damage that has already been done. In Brandon Spector's article, Human Civilizations Will Crumble by 2050 if we do not stop climate change, and now, a new paper claims. He emphasizes that many scientists are saying we have until 2050 to make things right. However, if we do not act now, our chances to save our planet might be lost forever. We can all start at home and even help in the community by picking up trash on the roads, for example. My plan is to make my passion for environmental conservation my life's work. I know by going into public policy at RIT I can achieve my goals. I want to be the ambassador for the earth by analyzing and advocating public approaches to help the environment. It is not only my commitment and dedication, but it should also be everyone's concern. The earth has given us so much, and it's time for us to give back what has been stripped away from it.